plate in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit. .34. Get set. 6:37.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For these Raiders, a couple of years ago, 12-4, 2017, big-time disappointment, 6-10. But as they head out on offense here, optimism abound because on headset number 1 is a man named John Gruden.
And I would expect this team to take on his image in a big way. And I'm not just talking about the media look, right, with the snarling face and all. I'm talking about what he demands from his teams. Toughness on both sides of the ball. So that means they're going to run the heck out of the football. Marshawn Lynch, get ready. You're going to get a lot more touches. Now, on the defensive side, Khalil Mack, a heck of a representative for what you want from a defensive football team.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Deuce right. Get set. Waiting.
Carr now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their 3rd season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now, and they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better. And in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters, added defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now to challenge for a Super Bowl. and they intend to go for it.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, it's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of down. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Gurley again here on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. This is Scarborough, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They try again with Scarborough. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bo Scarborough with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams are in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
6:37.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to get him for his second sack of the night. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On second down, Lynch. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
93. 808. 24. Down. 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 right at the 20.
Get down, get down. 180.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Lynch. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's going to get it running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Monday down. Right now. Get set.
Carr now on third and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Here's Goff now on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
6. 12. We go slide. 120. Hard ball. Maverick. We go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Orange. Not 2. 12. Hey, 5. Here we go, coach.
Out of the gun, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And Zerline's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
6-18. We're good. Express.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Washington on 3rd and short. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again they run with Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just don't.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
29.
Carr to throw on second down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cook. And he's brought down after a good gain. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
93. Here we go. 93. 618. Low. 694.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Carr now to throw, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Samson Abukum bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On second down, here's Carr. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
694. 29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're good. We're good.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown as a member of the Rams. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Beast mode unleashed, a big one there. 48 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
Caught by Nelson left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to him.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Samson Abukum in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
76. 76. Louis.
Back now in the East Bay.
Go. Super 66. 14. Dude. Go. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Right back to him on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Go. 180.
Now Scarborough. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
17. A shotgun snap for goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to rifle one. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Room here to run. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run there by Gurley. 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. All the way down at the 21-yard line. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Starting left here.
There's Scarborough on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. To the left side is complete for Amari Cooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And partner, this first week